Hey friends, Happy New Year to you. It's 2021, and I hope and pray that you took some time over the course of these last couple weeks to reflect on the year 2020. It's a hard year for a lot of people. Um, Maybe not reflecting on the events of the year as much as what God taught you through the events of the year, through the moments of the year. Going through the book of Second Peter, chapter 2, the whole chapter here I'm in, reminded me that God taught me that He is a rescuer. God is a God who rescues His people. More than a few times, God came and rescued me from moments of temptation or moments of just distress or anxiety that could have just shipwrecked my faith. I've talked to other people. They're telling me stories of how God rescued them as well. God is a rescuing God. In 2 Peter chapter 2, then, he kind of pounds this drum the whole chapter long, 22 verses long. 15 times he calls out false prophets, false teachers, the evil that is at work in these people. And he says there's condemnation and destruction that's in store for them. And he mentions some of those. He talks about the early judgment on the angels in heaven that rebel. He talks about the time of Noah when God brought judgment and destruction on the world through the flood, but rescued Noah. He talks about Sodom and Gomorrah where destruction came upon them, but rescued Lot. And it just reminded me again and again that God is a God who rescues His people. This is what it says. If this is so, and he's thinking back to all these instances where God brought judgment and destruction and rescued His people. He says in chapter 2, verse 9, if this is so, then the Lord knows how to rescue godly men and women from trials, and to hold the unrighteous for the day of judgment. So God is well prepared, able, willing to separate the sheep from the goats in a sense. To take those who love Him, who declare faith in Him, who live out of faith in Him, and rescue them, save them, hold them, and those who do not, punish them rightly. Judge them appropriately in accordance with their actions and their deeds. And I think there's hope in that. I think there's hope in that as we look out at 2021, that no matter what comes at us, the events, whether they feel like they're just these judgments or what, that God is the God who steps in and will rescue us when it's needed, when He's ready. And I think that's important for us to remember. So I hope that encourages your heart. We love you a ton, and we hope you have a great week. Take care.